Hi everyone, my name is Katie Graham. I am a professional wedding photographer, and today we are going to be reacting to Sarah's Day wedding video. I am personally a subscriber of Sarah's, so this is very exciting for me as a subscriber to watch this, but also I am a professional wedding photographer, and so I'm going to be reacting to this video as a professional, and I'm going to be giving you some tips and tricks and advice that might come up as I'm watching this from a professional standpoint when it comes to photography, videography, basically any imagery of your wedding day. So without waiting any longer, let's dive into reacting to this video. Oh.
Happy wedding day, my love. I honestly can't believe this is real. You're the man I've always dreamed of and prayed for.
This is
I know we
beautiful.
always say this to each other, but one of my favorite things about you and us is that no matter...
Okay, the first thing that I want to say here is I love that the videography team, which I need to look up, who is the videography team? So their videography team is Bloom Films, which I'm assuming they're based in Australia. That's where Sarah and Kurt are. The first thing I'm noticing that they did, which I am loving, is that they have created a story from the get-go. They obviously started the video with a shot of the wedding day because it's their wedding video, but they aren't starting the actual story with the beginning of their wedding day. They're starting it back with when they first met and having the vows or their letters, whatever they wrote. I'm assuming maybe it's a letter. That's kind of what it sounds like, being read over top as audio. And that's a really good detail to notice. It brings people more into it and gives them more of a complete view of your relationship based off of the relationship as a whole, not just that specific day, because your wedding day, it's wonderful, it's like very exciting and it's very important because you're getting married. It's a very important day, but it's also just one day, and your relationship is not just that one day. So if you can give your photographer, give your videographer some insight into your relationship outside of that day so that they can build a video that kind of encompasses your relationship as a whole, not just that one 8-hour or 10-hour time period that they're there, that's a really good thing you can do. So I love that Bloom Films did this. Hats off to you guys, clap for you, and for Sarah and Kurt if you include them into like what you guys do. I remember watching so many of these videos. Oh, when she told Kurt she was pregnant.
Like any couple, we have our ups and downs.
Gosh, guys, if you need something to convince you guys to subscribe to Sarah's channel, this is it. Like, she is seriously so much fun to follow and to be subscribed to. Like, just a beam of happiness. Like, if I need a pick-me-up, which I'm a new mom and I'm tired a lot right now, hence no makeup and just very casual setup. So I often find myself needing a little bit of escapism and just a little pick-me-up, and Sarah's my go-to. So yeah, go follow her. It's so fun. I recognize most of these vlogs. Oh, the birth vlog. Fox!
And always think of me.
He's so cute. Oh, I just watched that vlog.
See you, kiss you, squeeze you, and hold your hands. I can't wait to call you my husband. Love, your wife.
Oh. Ooh, beautiful drone shot. Oh. Yes. Yes.
So we've had a really stressful last few days and a lot of stuff went wrong, but
Haha.
I literally went to my cabin this morning.
Okay, we're gonna pause because she's using a steamer right here. Tip number 2, I guess. So we're not gonna number these because there's gonna be too many. Bring a steamer, and bring multiple. So that's something that I bring to every wedding just as a backup, because I've come to weddings where they haven't had one and the bridesmaids dresses or the wedding dress need to get touched up. They need to have wrinkles or creases steamed out. Another tip would be to steam things way earlier than you think you need to. My recommendation would be as soon as you get to the get ready space, wherever you are getting ready at, to immediately have somebody that is their job, or 2 girls that is their job. They just get the dresses hung up and they steam them so that they're ready to go. A lot of times people will wait until, I don't know, 10-15 minutes before they have to get dressed, and listen, it could take you 5 minutes to steam one dress, so you're not going to get like anywhere from 4 to 10 to however many dresses there are. You're not going to get those all steamed in 10-15 minutes. It's just not going to happen unless you have like 8 steamers and 10 people doing it. So yeah, bring steamers, steam as soon as you get there. I would also recommend having a steamer handy for the guys for their shirts and their jackets, just in case those need to get touched up at all. And same thing to them, to do that just as soon as they get there, so that it's done. You don't have to worry about it, and you don't have something simple like getting wrinkles out, pushing your timeline back, and getting you late. So that's just something that I saw. She was holding a steamer, steaming. It looks like her wedding dress. Atta girl. Gotta love a hands-on bride. I wouldn't expect anything less from Sarah. So yeah, thought of that.
I said, thank you, Jesus, that everything went wrong for the last 3 days, because now nothing's wrong, because I have everything. When I say
Atta
I
girl.
have bridesmaids and fix everything.
Atta girl.
I'm so excited. It's gonna be
Oh.
For flat wedding or for your wedding day?
for fun, man.
Oh, he did that the morning of his wedding. What a way to start your wedding day. Okay, another thing. Don't be afraid to like make your wedding day fun. Like, girls typically need to start getting ready much earlier in the day than guys. Just not always the case, but typically like girls have to do hair and makeup, and there's a bit more involved in getting ready, where guys, typically it's just make sure your hair is good, make sure you've showered, throw in some cologne, throw on your suit, you're good to go. Pretty laid back and chill. So girls, feel free to do fun things the morning of the wedding too, like pop champagne, like have fun, do games. But guys, like, I feel like there's a lot of, I shouldn't say always, a lot of times there's this feeling that they just need to be at the getting ready space, just hanging out and just chilling. And feel free to make it fun. Like, they're doing flight boarding, which is epic. Like, that is epic. But you don't have to like go somewhere to do something fun. Like, bring video games, bring lawn games, like bring activities to do to keep it fun and make the morning of the wedding for the groom and the groomsmen like involved and fun, so it doesn't feel like they're just sitting in a get ready space for 3 hours or so. Or go do something epic like this. That's fun, and it makes the wedding day that time period where the poor groom and the groomsmen are just kind of like in limbo because they often feel that way. It gives them something exciting to do and to build up amp and excitement for the day. So that's another little thing. This is epic that he's doing that. Aww. So sweet. Aww. Oh, that looks good. Avocado and toast. Oh. Oh, beautiful flowers. She killed it. Good job. Foxy's little suit. Oh. He's so cute.
I just can't wait to see him, because I was like, when I was 10, I would imagine, who am I going to marry? Like, who's the man that I would walk down the aisle to? And I'm like, now I know who it is. Now I know who it is.
I love that the filmography team, Bloom Films, that they have incorporated like actual talking to the camera and pieces like that. It's not just B-roll and footage with a song pulled over top of it. They have actual audio, not just of like the vows or the letters, but people talking to the camera, like Sarah talking to it, Kurt talking to it, family members and friends like that. That's a really cool element, and it brings in more of the vibe of the day. I mean, I'm a photographer, not a videographer, so I can't really pull audio into the moments. I pull moments in different ways with the imagery, but from a video perspective, that's a really cool thing that they're doing. Hats off to Bloom Films. My lord, we're not even 5 minutes in. I'm already reacting so much to this, but very well done. Something else that I've noticed is that Sarah, the bride, and the bridesmaids, they are wearing matching like robes and pajamas underneath. That's a good thing to do, especially if the getting ready images and getting ready footage imagery is very important to you. Have some kind of like uniform outfit that people are wearing. It doesn't have to be luxurious like silk pajamas or matching robes. It could be matching flannels. It could be footy pajamas, whatever you want it to be. But if that imagery and footage is really important to you, then something you could do to help that imagery and footage really pop and stand out and appear more clean and uniform is to have everybody wearing something that is coordinated or matching. It's just a simple thing that you can do to, yeah, just make it stand out more.
What do you think Sarah's gonna look like?
Beautiful. I have no idea what she's wearing.
Oh, I love her dress. Oh, her hair. Makeup's awesome.
This is so fun. I'm so excited. I'm more excited
Oh.
than nervous, which is not like me.
Okay, I don't think she is wearing false lashes, so here's something else I'm gonna say. If you want to go all out with the makeup, have at it. Like, go all out with the makeup. But Sarah is a very natural girl, and I know this because I follow her channel. Like, she doesn't like to wear full heavy faces of makeup. She's very natural, very minimal, lots of natural products. And so I don't think she's wearing false lashes. If she is, they're individual ones. It's definitely not a big strip lash. At least not from what I can tell. And so I want you to know that if you're a girl who doesn't wear a lot of makeup, like I currently am not wearing a lot of makeup, then don't feel like you have to, like for photos and for video, you have to do it up and wear a ton of makeup and put on these heavy false lashes or anything. Keep it minimal, keep it simple. You just want your features to show up, but that doesn't mean that you have to wear like big false lashes to do so. Just throwing on a little bit of brown mascara so it gives just a little bit of definition, like that's totally fine. Work with a makeup artist or with somebody who knows how to be subtle in how they emphasize your natural features, and then you'll still get that amplified, beautiful look without distracting from how you normally look, if that makes sense. So don't feel like you have to go like crazy, extreme, dramatic with your makeup or hair or anything. Like subtle and natural is just as beautiful. Oh, I love the jewelry. Yes. All right, one more tip. So for the guys, they are getting ready. You'll notice that the space where they are getting ready, I am sure that it was this big like hotel space or suite, but you'll notice that the photography and videography team is very strategically taking video and photo of them in this one room. They're being very smart about that. And the reason they're doing that is because you'll see there's a wall of windows on the right-hand side. It's all windows. So when you're choosing a get ready space, you're gonna wanna pick a space that has lots of natural light. One, it's great for hair and makeup. Your hair and makeup team will thank you so much. But also for photo and for video, natural light is key. You really want that. It looks so much better than fake light, than human-made light. The sun is king. Sun is better than anything we've created. So if you can find a space for not only the girls, but also for the guys as well, that has lots of natural light, you're gonna be golden. If you don't have a space that has a lot of natural light, you'll often find that photographers and videographers, I do this, will pull people outside for those photos and images. But the fact that they had this room that had the big windows, that really helps with natural light. So it's strategic that they are doing it in this room.
Do I not take it?
Hey, so? Don't take like photos and video too seriously. Like, have fun with it.
Been so much today. He writes like 2 sentences.
Aww.
Oh, he would be so nervous writing this to me, I know.
Again, she's by natural light. They've pulled them into rooms with big windows.
Probably my speech and my girls. Holy gosh, I wish I wrote more.
You're writing a lot.
So sweet. Oh. Oh.
It's not the same when you
so sweet.
I think it could be a Cartier ring.
Ooh.
But if that's really bougie,
That's bougie.
really presumptuous of me. If it's not that, I'll be okay. But if it is that, I will die.
She's so sweet.
If he's G'ing me up though.
I love how excited she is. Like, that's a really nice gift, but she's just, I love her.
I got one more ring to collect. I find the rings.
Ooh, this vintage car.
How are you feeling? Anything you want to say to Sarah and Kirk? What's going on?
Oh.
And yeah, that's a very happy, blessed day.
I'm feeling really good.
Oh. Again, with having audio from other people, like not only is it great for us as the viewer to like watch and get in on the story, but for Sarah and Kurt to watch this back. That's really cool to have these bits of what people have said. Aww. Come on, buddy. Oh, yes, the dress. All right, another thing. So when you are getting dressed, what I usually recommend for my couples is that you have somebody help you get dressed, because you're gonna need somebody to help you get dressed. And having either your maid of honor or your mom, or say your godmother, somebody who's important to you. Hi, Sully. He has a wet chin. That feels gross, bud. Have somebody help you get dressed. And again, typically what you'll do is you'll actually get in the dress somewhere kind of private, like get yourself so you're covered, but then hi bud, you'll come out into another space, usually where there's natural light and it's beautiful and it's a bit more staged and ready for you. That's where then you'll like finish getting dressed, have like your mom or maid of honor or whoever like do up the final buttons, like zip up the last bit, you'll put on your jewelry, your shoes, that sort of deal. And that's how typically I would capture the photography, and the videographer would capture the video of that moment as well. Bloom Films killed it. Man, this is very well done. And the music selected too, top notch. Beautiful.
I did mention at Emily's wedding that she was one of the two most beautiful brides that I've ever seen. But it seems now there are three.
Oh.
Mum, Emily, and now you. You are glowing and look truly spectacular.
Oh, Fox. Oh. Girls look beautiful. Love the soft waves. Oh. The flowers look amazing. Yes! Oh. What a cool way to arrive at the wedding. Oh. Oh, he's so nervous. Oh my gosh.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's not raining. Thank you, Jesus.
Oh. Foxy. Yes, the rings. Okay, I don't know what they did, but sometimes what you can do if you have like a ring bearer who is quite young, like Fox is quite young. So you notice he has the ring box, which having a cute little velvet ring box that matches the aesthetic of the wedding, that's a good idea. But if you want like the ring bearer to bring down like a ring box, but you're a little nervous about the actual rings, like going down with a young boy in like the aisle, you can just send down the ring box with, you can send it down empty, but you can also send it down with like some stage rings that you just get for cheap, like $5 on Amazon, and the best man can have the actual rings in his pocket. That's kind of like a way that you can do it if you're nervous about that. But if, you know, the ring bearer is like, you feel safe, then send him down with him. It's totally fine. But that's kind of a loophole that some people do if they're a little nervous about that. love the reactions. Oh, she looks gorgeous. I mean, Kurt looks handsome, very handsome too, but man, Sarah looks gorgeous.
You said you couldn't be basic.
Aw. So sweet.
And, when he was born, I just wanted to give him, both of us wanted to give him the same upbringing that we got, and it was just a really beautiful moment to bring us back into the church. And yeah, the song was with James, our pastor, and I don't know, it's really special to us. So this is why I wanted to play it today, because it's a very special occasion. Cast my mind to Calvary. Oh, sorry.
I love this song.
I see his wound.
I feel like God has just like worked in her life something crazy. Like she was always the black sheep sort of thing. Like she refused to go to church. She like was embarrassed to talk about God at all. And now like seeing her so publicly talking about that.
And the Bible, 1 Peter 4 verse 8 says this, most important of all, continue to show deep love for each other, for love covers a multitude of sins. Love covers, I love that.
A threefold cord is not quickly torn apart. Sarah, God, or God,
John 15, 12. My command is this, love each
Man,
other.
I love this underlying like subplot, if you will. The underlying story here.
Look after my little mate. And hopefully the little mates or matesses to come in the future. What a journey so far. And as the old one from a very
Like, this
first
isn't
verse,
just
it's only just
a documenting of a wedding day. This is like proper storytelling. Like Bloom Films, hats off to you guys, but yeah, it's not just documenting what happened on a day and presenting in a video format. Like, this is true storytelling. And oh, I love it.
I truly am speechless because you look absolutely stunning today. You really do. Extensions blowing in the wind. You had a beautiful smile on your face. It's like, I prayed for a beautiful skinny.
Honest.
Wife with some little surfy groms just to live close to the coast. You, Sarah, really positively impacted my life and had such a massive influence on me. It turned me into a better man. You truly are my angels.
You've always told me how I was your angel, but I've never truly explained how
Okay, a couple things I want to touch on here. So right now they're doing personal vows that they've written themselves, which you can do that during the ceremony. That's not a problem at all. But I actually had a couple a few weekends ago, or a couple weekends ago now, and they wanted to do personal vows, but they didn't want to read them in front of everybody. They wanted to read them privately to one another. So they wrote them. They did traditional vows during the actual ceremony, but then at sunset we snuck away for some sunset pictures and some sunset video, and they read them to each other in private there. And that was how they wanted to do it. So if you want to do personal vows, like handwritten vows to each other, but you're not really wanting to read them in front of everybody at the ceremony, you can do them privately in other ways. That's totally an option. Another thing you'll notice is they've got this beautiful footage. Bloom Films has this beautiful footage of them like kissing and being romantic at sunset. That's not just, I mean, maybe it is, but there's a good chance that's not just footage that they happened to capture as it was just organically happening. Usually those are prompts that people will give, the videographer or the photographer will give at that time and be like, okay, now just put your arms around each other and sway and kiss. So it most likely is directed. So if you are looking for that kind of footage in your video or those kinds of images, if you are a naturally very enthusiastically PDA-centric couple, then sure, that could actually come out as a true candid, but most likely it's going to be directed imagery or footage. So just know that you'll probably be asked like to put your arms around each other and kiss and all that. Yeah, just usually that's how this imagery and footage comes about.
Oh, you were mine too. I simplify it or I make it a joke by saying you were my list boy. You ticked all my boxes.
I did the same thing.
Down, I could. It was the year that I put my faith in God and continuously prayed for an open heart and open eyes to find the man God had designed for me.
It was the same thing for me too.
A man who was loyal, protective, trustworthy, fun, silly, and preferably who went to the gym. Every week something is crazy. Always being my sunshine in my day. And
She's
even when
so
I'm mad at
cute.
you,
Oh my word.
You're the only one who can make me happy. When I'm trying to stay grumpy, you look at me like this. Then I can never keep a straight face.
Hold this basket for me.
Oh.
Yes.
So I'm not sure what's going on here, but this is probably some kind of unity thing. I'm curious if they'll explain it later. Oh, wait. Okay, so if you watch their proposal vlog, you'll know that he was hoping to propose to her when they were in Hawaii, I think. And he had this whole plan for how he was going to do it, and it just kept getting ruined and ruined and ruined. Like, he just wasn't able to do the way he did it. So it was a very chill proposal, but it was perfect for them in my opinion. I mean, I'm not them, but perfect for them. My guess is that this is how Sarah would have preferred to have been proposed to, and he's recreating it for her in their ceremony, which is so creative and so sweet, and what a great surprise. If that's the case, that would be my guess. But this is beautiful. Don't be afraid to like customize your ceremony and make it different and throw things in there that you haven't seen before, like they're doing. This is awesome. Oh, Fox. He's so sweet. Oh my word. Aww. So sweet. If you want confetti like that, have your officiant announce when they're supposed to throw it. And announce it clearly. If you just have it there, people probably aren't going to pick up on the clue. The sweetest little family. Oh my word. This is all probably directed, but it's directed beautifully, and they're a beautiful couple. Aww. I love that they're interacting with the videography team. Like actually talking to them, talking to the camera. It makes it more fun, and it brings this casual vibe, which is a lot of fun. Yes. Creative cropping there. Oh, this is so fun. And again, not taking it too seriously, just having fun with it, being goofy. I love it. I mean, with photography, you can fake a lot of things. Like, you can do fake laughter and blah, blah, blah. Like, photography, you can have a little bit more freedom in that way. But with videography, movement is so important, especially to make it actually interesting to look at and more compelling. And so if you can just let yourselves loosen up and be more fun and move around and do goofy things, I mean, I'm not a videographer, but I bet videographers would back me up on this. Especially I know videographers I work with, they really appreciate when I give prompts that incorporate movement. It just makes their job a whole lot easier, and it makes the footage a lot more compelling and interesting and beautiful, I would say. So loosen up, have fun, actually laugh, like goof around. If you have a jokester in the group, like encourage them to crack jokes and get people laughing. Don't take it too seriously. It's really just a lot of fun if you let yourself do that. And I mean, right here, like, they're not faking this. Like, this is genuine laughter. Like, they're having a great time. Yeah. Yes.
Oh my gosh, let's not even talk about going out to lunch with her. It is so embarrassing.
The speeches.
Like, can I just get a cheeseburger? But can you make it gluten-free and dairy-free and meat-free? Oh wait, can you just make it vegan?
Oh my
Wait,
goodness.
no, I was vegan last week. What am I this week? Keto. Keto? Yeah, okay. Can you just make it keto? Thank you so much.
So a tip for the lighting of speeches is to actually have lighting. So you can have either up lighting or string lights or something, just to create a bit more of a mood and ambiance, and to make it so that people are more easily visible. If you don't have anything, then typically, like, I will bring lights with me that we can set up on a stand, or videographers will often bring lights that they can set up. Or, you know, flash as well is also an option. But if you have like lighting set up into the actual setting of the reception for speeches and for dances and all that, it just makes everything a whole lot better. And it's easier for guests to see as well, not just for photo and video. I love that they had each member of the party do these. What a fun idea. Nice hat flip. Very smoothly done. She's so funny, yes. Beautiful spot. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh. Wow. Beautiful. Yeah, this is stunning. Wow. Oh, the cake. Yes. Yes. Okay, so I'm just going to point this out. So a reason why, I mean, it's just beautifully, this space is beautifully designed to begin with. But something that's really standing out to me that some people can overlook is the different types of lighting that they've integrated into this. So they have different levels of candles. They've got like votive candles and tapered candles, but then they've also got like lights coming down and bulbs, creating more dynamic lighting. They have up lighting in some areas. They've got lighting on the walls. It's still creating that very romantic candlelit type vibe, but they're incorporating different levels of lighting, which one makes it easy for people to see without losing that intimate atmosphere, but it also creates more dynamic and interesting imagery and footage. Very, very well done. Like the bits of the string lights like popping in the background. Yeah, it's just beautifully done.
I am proud to welcome tonight Mr. and Mrs. Till.
Yes. Yes. Ooh, the food looks good. Beautiful, yes.
It's an interesting thing having a child before marriage.
Okay, so this light here on Kurt, because the rest of the lighting in the space is very warm and the light on him specifically is more of a cool tone, my guess is that it's a light that was brought in either by the videographer or the photographer, and they set that up on him so that they could see him better. That would be my guess, just because the tone doesn't match the rest of the lighting in the space, but it could be lighting that was already there. But my guess is that that's lighting that was added in by the photographer or videographer.
I guess in the lead up to this, it kind of felt like it was just something that we had to do.
Yeah, see how it's so cool toned versus the rest of the lighting is very warm?
And saw Sarah walk down. I just absolutely melted inside.
Oh.
Oh yeah, and it made me realize like.
Oh,
all these
that's a
beautiful
shot.
stuff that we have here right now.
That's beautiful.
Things and this presence.
So let's do a breakdown of how they probably created this shot. My guess is, so they probably have a light on a stand setup behind them, and it's probably just a video light, not a flash or anything, but a video light, so it never like turns on or off. And they just have that set up down low behind them. They're standing under their arbor, and then they probably have 2 people on each side on chairs or ladders or something out of frame, and they have boxes or bags of this biodegradable, I'm assuming it's biodegradable confetti, and they're then shaking it down while you have the videographer, and I'm assuming also the photographer as well, probably getting photos of this happening, standing then in front of the couple, capturing it happening. That would be my assumption of how they've captured this shot. Which is beautiful. Beautiful shot.
So we look for each other, like, they're nice, but they're just things. What really matters.
Yeah, you can see the light starting to peek through there. Yep, that's a light set up on a stand.
I love you so much, Sarah.
Aww. So beautiful.
Wedding of the century. Who's excited about tonight?
Love it.
Was to
Here it is.
go to a strawberry field and like pick all the strawberries off and have a nice little basket. I didn't jump down on one knee. I just opened the ring box, so I didn't even get down on one knee. And to this day, Sarah's like, that was the worst proposal ever.
Oh
I'll
man.
ask you a question. What was your favorite moment of today?
Okay, marrying you,
Good
but the
clarification.
strawberry picking.
Aww.
We're out. We're out of
He
time.
killed it. Good job, Kurt. Good job, Kurt. And I'm proud of myself for guessing correctly.
Thank you for loving Talia and I as if we were your own sisters. I couldn't have picked a better man to call my brother. And truly
So
can't wait
sweet.
to see them.
Beautiful. Yes, the dancing. Okay, so for this, it looks like the videographer or photographer, whichever one, also set up stand lights on 2 corners, I would guess, of the dance floor, so that not only do you get them lit on the front side for certain shots, but you also can get that beautiful backlight shining through, which is beautiful for photo and video. So you can set up that own lighting as well. Like sometimes DJs will kind of bring in that type of lighting, but usually DJs bring in more colored lights that like flash, more party type lighting. This is more romantic ambiance type lighting. So more often you'll see that the photographer or videographer will bring this in themselves. So don't be surprised if they start setting up the lighting. It's not so much because they think like, oh, you did a bad job at lighting the space. It's more because they have an image in their head of the type of lighting they want to create for you guys, and that's why they're bringing it in. Yes. Yeah, so if I pause it, grab another spot, you can see the tripod back there where they have the light up on it. I love the music they've selected for this. Like, it's so fun. Yes. Okay, so this footage that you're seeing specifically here, you'll notice that there's quite a cool light on the people, and again, where all of the light around them is more warm. This is because most likely Bloom Studios, Bloom Video, they have on top of their camera, their video cameras, they have a video light. Actually, let me pull, I can show you what it looks like. So this is the video light that I use when I use one, and it's quite similar to probably what they have. I mean, there's different versions, obviously, but this just sits on top of the camera, and then I'll just turn it on. You can see here, and dial it up. But this is then a light that you can just shine, and it makes it so that you have light on your subject so you can get clearer focus and video and imagery. So for these dancing shots, it looks like what they're using is they have one of these on top of their camera, and they're shooting the people actually dancing up close with this. So yeah, if you see one of these, that's why they're really nifty. Yeah, they're definitely using a video light for this stuff. And it looks really cool. Otherwise, these people would just be in the dark and you would lose out on the actual what's happening. It wouldn't be as clear, so the video light makes a big difference. Especially since it's a very dim area, like it's not a very well lit area where they're dancing, and it doesn't look that the DJ set up any lights. So having a video light like like this is big. He's got like, I'm assuming strawberry juice all over his shirt. Oh, and then he's just shirtless. Good flip, Sarah. Nice. This is great. Yes. And this also proves like this is a small area where they're doing dancing. Like you do not need a giant dance floor for the dancing. Like you can have a small area dedicated for dancing and still have an absolute party. Oh, the sparklers. Yes. Beautifully done. Okay, so last thing I want to touch on is sparkler exits. So I'm going to go back to where you can kind of see it. Okay, so for sparkler exits, you're going to want to get sparklers that are a little bit longer in length because it gives you more time before they fizzle out, especially if you have a bigger wedding. If you have a smaller wedding, then it's not as important, but if you have a big wedding, you're going to have a long line of people to get all those sparkler lit. So the longer the sparkler you have, the more time you're giving yourself before they give out, or burn out, I should say, which is important. So my tip would be to get everybody in a line and have them holding their sparklers not lit first. And then once everybody's actually in the line, you have your tunnel created, then have several sparklers lit with a lighter or a candle or whatever at different points in the line. And then it's faster, instead of using a lighter to light a sparkler, use that or a candle to light the first ones, but then you're going to want to light sparkler to sparkler. If you just hold them against each other, then it'll light, and that's a whole lot faster. And then you can have multiple start points spreading it out and have everybody start at the same time. Then you can have the couple, have you guys or the couple go through the tunnel several times. So you've got more time to do that and get the photo and the video and have a lot of fun with it. You can have like guests start going through, like have it be a moving line where like the people at the end then come through and it kind of grows and moves. Like that's a lot of fun too. And then my next tip would be to have like buckets of sand ready or gravel ready to then put the sticks in after you're done, so you don't risk setting a garbage can on fire or anything. But yeah, well done, beautifully done. Yeah, lots and lots of fun. What a beautiful video. Like, oh, I'm a subscriber of Sarah's. I've been watching her for, 5 or 6 years now, long time. So I'm so excited for her and Kurt to like finally be married. I know this is a big thing for them, and for little Fox, beautifully done video, like Bloom Films. Very well done. Very impressed with this. So hopefully this video was enjoyable for you guys. Hopefully you learned some things and gained some good tips for like your wedding, or if you happen to be a photographer or videographer watching this, maybe some inspiration for you guys as well. Congratulations, Sarah and Kurt and little Fox. I am so excited for you guys and cannot wait to see what continues to happen in your life if you guys happen to see this video. I just want to say that for you guys. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I am going to be reacting to more wedding videos and giving more tips for weddings, for photographers, videographers, brides, grooms, all people alike while I react to videos. And one last thing, if you are a bride and you are planning your wedding, I have created this booklet called the KGP Wedding Experience. So I created this specifically for my brides, for my KGP brides. When they book with me, they will be getting this sent to them, but it is applicable to any bride. And this basically walks you through the wedding experience from a photographer's perspective. And if you really want to have a stress-free timeline and a seamless timeline and to help promote like beautiful imagery and video, this is for you. It's going to give you all the tips you need. So I will have the link below if you would like to purchase this for yourself down in the description. Let me just show you like an example. So here, like I have a page on engagement session prep. I've got a couple pages on like sample timelines for the day, an explanation of different events and how to plan for them, alternative like first look options, like a bridesmaid's first look and a father-daughter first look, how to do them, tips for high impact planning to help you have like more beautiful imagery and stuff. Yeah. This is your guide. That's for you. So if you would like to purchase this for yourself, I'll have a link for that down below in the description. And yeah, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.